Drexel University has a new leader tonight. The Board of Trustees appointed Dennis O'Brien as Drexel's interim president. O'Brien earned his MBA at Drexel and has served on the school's board for 20 years. He is taking over for John Fry, who is leaving Drexel to become Temple University's new president. O'Brien plans to stay on the job until a new president is named.
Drexel University's promise to cut tuition in half will now be offered to more students. The Drexel Promise program began last fall. It offered 50% renewable scholarships to graduates of community colleges in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And now the school is expanding that to community college graduates from across the country.
If you grew up in or around Philly, you are familiar with the Electric Factory's events. Well, thanks to Drexel's Collections and Exhibitions Department, you can experience it through a free exhibit highlighting its creator.
We have two great guitars on loan from Hard Rock International. We have musical paraphernalia, like we have a drum head signed by the Ringo Starr All-Star Band. And we have these big speaker stacks from Clare Brothers, from Clare Global, and Marshall stacks. And the Music Institute program faculty will use that also as part of their teaching.
What is not working?
Immediate access to treatment.
Dr. Barbara Schindler is the medical director of a program at Philadelphia's Drexel University for families struggling with addiction.
It's a very treatable illness. This is a pediatric disease for almost everybody.
Jason Weckstein runs a lab studying birds at the Academy of Natural Sciences of Drexel University.
And you can see this is filled with specimens that say Philadelphia.
Its collection of birds killed in window strikes dates back nearly 150 years.
If you look here, there's specimens from 1877.
Wow.
This one from 1906 is actually from the early window kills that happened here in Philadelphia. So this was on City Hall.
The salmonella outbreak has been linked to Malachita or Rudy brand cantaloupe, among others, so make sure to check the sticker on the melon. The CDC says you should avoid any pre-cut cantaloupe if you don't know the source, since it could contain fruit that is part of the recall. Food microbiologist Jennifer Quinlan says washing the fruit won't prevent infection in this case.
Once you cut through the rind, then you potentially contaminate the fruit with the bacteria on the outside. Once you contaminate the fruit, now the bacteria have everything they need to grow.
Now, I did speak as well to Abi Agayare, who is a professor of structural engineering at Drexel University, and he gave us his assessment on why the bridge may have collapsed so easily.
The fact that this is supposed to be a three-span cross bridge, which should have some redundancy. So it surprised me how it went down effortlessly, very quickly.
'Tis the shopping season. From Amazon to other giant retailers, endless deals are everywhere this Cyber Monday. Jillian Morovic, assistant professor of marketing at Drexel University, says shoppers are shifting to online shopping.
So more and more consumers are shopping online for their holiday gifts. And in fact, retailers are estimating that this year a lot of the growth in holiday spending is going to be in this online space.
We've all seen the deep fakes, and I'm just curious what you think not can be done about it, but whether you think even labeling them deep fakes or not real or generated by AI unto itself is going to solve the misinformation problem.
Clearly, that won't solve the misinformation problem. Though I think it's a very important first step. Its current generative AI technology makes it really easy to make fake media that's perceptually realistic.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
22 other states have passed similar bills, the legislation gaining momentum after incidents like the 2018 scandal over a black wrestler forced to cut his hair to compete.
The school says this is really about the length of his hair. It's not about race. Do you see that distinction?
We're dealing with the policing of a hairstyle like locks, braids, and twists that African descendants historically and commonly wear and are associated with our racial and cultural identities. It is a form of racial discrimination.
Customers may be losing interest in stores with self-checkout.
According to Drexel University researchers, they say customers tend to be more loyal to stores that feature regular checkout, which refers to human cashiers. Now, the study finds customers feel regular checkout is more rewarding than machine registers because there is often less effort involved. Customers also say regular checkout makes them feel they are receiving the service they deserve.
There's a community effort to beat the heat. Civic scientists with Drexel University launched a neighborhood cooling project, working to build dozens of cooling benches with umbrellas, spraying water, and plants around the city.
Thousands of families in our region will enjoy a holiday meal thanks to Drexel University. Yesterday, volunteers handed out more than 2,500 turkeys, side dishes, and other goodies. It's all part of the school's 50th annual Turkey Project, hosted by the Drexel Alumni Association. The tradition has provided more than 24,000 holiday meals throughout the greater Philadelphia area.
The annual program kicked off in University City. It's an intensive one-week STEM program that offers hands-on learning and gene therapy, developing lab skills, and so much more. The goal is to inspire young minds to think like scientists and engineers. Students at Drexel University's College of Medicine celebrated National Match Day today. More than 250 med students joined thousands of others all across America, opening those letters. Each one lists the location and specialty of their residency or their fellowship training. The students will spend the next 3 to 5 years continuing their clinical training as medical residents.
The Drexel women's basketball team has punched their ticket to the big dance. Earlier today, they upset top-seeded Stony Brook to win the CAA championship. Here they are finding out hours later that they'll travel to Austin to face #1 Texas.